This is Damon Stevens, Fenwealth Builders. Today is Thursday, November 4th, 2021, and this is a stock market update for our trades of the day, as well as looking at what's coming up possibly tomorrow. So let's get right into it. Exciting day in the market for sure. Looking at the charts here, you can see Dow Jones closed down 0.09%, NASDAQ up 0.81%, S&P 500 up 0.42%. Both NASDAQ and S&P 500 are hitting all-time highs. In fact, most of the indexes, large indexes hit all-time highs today. So, what does that mean going forward? Does that mean we're ready for a pullback here, possibly? Or do we just continue to rock to new highs? Hard to say, but, looking at here, you can see Dow Jones pull down during the day and then just spiked up at the end of the day, which is a very strong and bullish movement. NASDAQ from the bottom just kind of grinded up to new highs in the S&P 500. You see it pulled up here and had a little V shape in the morning, and then just a nice little grind up to the top as well. Looking at the heat map here, you can see that most of our FANG stocks did well today. Very mixed though, as far as financials were down, real estate was down. And then overall mixed across the board, but a lot of tech was strong today. You can see China's red, very red, so a little bit down. Brazil down as well. So you can see, across the board we're pretty well mixed, but some really strong, just some real strong, small caps and semiconductors and indexes just really doing well. Looking at our scanner, EVAX. PETZ, SAVA, SAVA and Roblex are kind of your cores, and we've traded these multiple times over a long period of time here, but didn't get into really either one of these. We'll take a look at the chart on EVAX. See here, it just spiked from $5.30 to $25. Came back down. It gave you a chance, if you missed that one for 15.27, it went right back up to 19 and then pulled down, and actually pulled down below the 50 to the 100. So this might be just a one-day thing. We'll keep an eye on it tomorrow, but it might just come right off my list. I think it might be a one-day spike here. So hopefully you got a piece of that. Same with CA, right? SAVA here, you can see here, this is crazy. $55 up to 100 spike. Then it pulled back here. The low was 75.33 in the middle of the day. And then we closed out close to 85. I was trying to catch this in the day. I caught a little piece of it. I was hoping it was going to run further. I'm going to watch this one for tomorrow for continuation to see if at least we can get back up to that 84 level. Maybe I'll get out there, a majority of my piece there, and see if any of it will run higher. So SAVA is on our short list definitely tomorrow. IRTC, see here, IRTC, multi-day trade, high of $127. Looking at it today, we kind of just grinded lower. You did have a little chance here towards the end to get, in around 105 and get out 114. So almost $9 towards the end of the day. So hopefully you got a piece of that. Looking at our next one, BITO. So this is the Bitcoin ETF that I've been sharing with you, just to kind of give you an idea, of how it works. And, people who don't have a lot of money that they want to spend on Bitcoin, but still want to be involved, this is a good way to do it. And you can see here at the chart, this, pull down here, spike up of almost 41, and then we've kind of pulled down and we're flat consolidating. If you look at Bitcoin kind of pulled down, kind of spiked a little bit and came down, and we're consolidating. So, Bitcoin, if you're looking at this, you're looking at, $61,000. If you're looking at BITO, you're looking at, $39. Now, percentage-wise, do they move the same amount? Not necessarily, but if you're looking at scalping Bitcoin, BITO might be an alternative for you. So just something to consider. Looking at the earnings, you can see here on the earnings, this is our last day of the week. That's big. I mean, I'm looking at DraftKings in the morning, so that might turn out really well for us. But Wednesday was my best day. Although after hours today wasn't that bad. But not as good. Moderna, I shorted this one in the morning. I didn't stay in long enough. Man, I left a lot of money on the table. I really should have done puts on this one because, my goodness, wait till you see the chart on this one. Qualcomm gapped up. Like I said, semiconductors just rocket today. Even if you miss this high of 159.58, Okay, got back here at 153 and back up to 158 again. Watching Qualcomm for the morning, I was still in this trade at the end of the day, seeing if it was going to give me another pop, and then I just went ahead and closed out at the end of the day just to hold that out because I wasn't quite sure where it was going to go. Moderna, 343, high at 350 yesterday, and now we're at 278 is a low today. So huge gap down. Performance of Moderna and their vaccines, it was down, and the market shows it big time. W, so Wayfair gap down in the morning. So I didn't catch the whole bottom of this, but I caught kind of a little bit of the right up, so that was okay for me. I didn't catch any of this either, but nice ride from 272 down to 241.20, and then back up to 261. We're selling at 255, looking for a continuation play tomorrow. Obviously we have a lot of gap to fill here too as well. Not that we will, but right away, but as long as you stay above that 200, there's a chance, over the next few days. Roku, 308.80 down to 287, 287. Pop back up here to 302, back down to 285, and back up to 288. So Roku is a good trade as well. So I don't know if you got some of this, but definitely watching for some options for some trades on that as well. Microsoft can just continues to grind slowly up higher. If we can break this resistance here at 336, we're going to go up towards 342, 343. I lost Apple here. I just noticed it disappeared. I'll cover it tomorrow. Teladoc, we had that nice high at 356.82. We're pulling back here. Now it looks like down to 150. So, a little bit of a drop here. We got support here on the 100. If it drops below that, it did have support down here at the 200 before. Same down here, support on 200. Yes, support down here, then maybe we'll go ahead and trade this one. But this one, TDOC might have, been a, just a nice short run trade for us. Now, back up to the resistance areas, hit it, stopped. So we'll see if it can break through that 702. If it can, then 707, 708 will be where we're looking for continuation here. Tesla new highs. This one just is a monster, just, continues to deliver over and over again all year long. So doing great there. Just be careful up here. I noticed that, you notice it's kind of flattening out here. It's consolidating, kind of like I did here, but this is, more flat. So could have a little bit of a pullback here possibly, but we'll see if the momentum can carry us tomorrow towards these new levels, 260, 280. Kind of $20 increments is what I kind of look on Tesla right now as far as where it might go. But it's above all the moving averages, so we'll see if it can continue to hold up there. Nvidia just rocked it today, just amazing. We went from basically on top of our trend line here where we broke yesterday. We talked about this in our video yesterday. Broke this, we did held it, and then all of a sudden, boom! You see the parabolic move. A high of 313.65. And so, you look at that, this distance here, look at the distance here, this move here, and, just amazing. And so are we going to fill this gap here that we gapped up over? Someday, maybe. But right now, this is a huge parabolic move. Look for a retracement possibly back here to 288. But other than that, 320 is our next mark in the sand here to look towards. AVGO, nice bullish momentum here that we're seeing as well, coming up to resistance here at 548. See if we can kind of break through that one. It could have a pullback retracement here as well, but it's very bullish on Broadcom. Bonds, U.S. government bonds. You see here we pull back here to the 50, staying right kind of in this channel here. Nothing much more to say about that. Dollar, try to spike up here, found resistance again. Still under our trend line here at 94.50. So that's good for us to continue to do well in the market. VIX low, it's right here down towards support, where it's been for the last 2 weeks. Definitely helping the market to continue going up. So still looking for a spike here. If this happens, gets up over our resistance lines here, into 18s, then we'd see possibly a pullback. But right now we're staying down there towards that bottom end. So that's good for the market. See, here's a SPY, 467, 467.03 is kind of where we're at right now, but all new highs again. So next level is probably 470 is where our goal would be. If we pull back, probably pull back to the 20 here, 466, or possibly down to our trend line here, 465. So just keep an eye on that. Triple Qs over. So we held. So we're looking for another day to hold here and then start to continue back up towards maybe 406. Semiconductors just under resistance, 294. Gotta get over 295, and then we can go towards 300, which is realistic that we could do that possibly. Semiconductors, we gapped up to resistance at 240, pulled back. Let's see if we can get past that 240, and if so, then 244 is next. Financials, just consolidating down here over the 20. Gold, we try to break through that little wedge here. We missed it. So still trying, but we're not quite showing some strength yet. Same with silver. Silver's still kind of down, trying to work its way for a long time. Bitcoin, we're pretty well flat right now, consolidating. We're above the 20, so possibly we could pop back up here and start going, but to new highs again. But got a little bit of work to do. Got to get past 64,000 first. Ethereum, right under this trend line here. So we're sitting right under here, trying to break through it, but haven't gone through it yet. So we break through that, then then we're off to the races to go to 48 and then 5,000. Shiba continues to pull back here. Told you I got out here. I was waiting for it to pull back. It got back up here. It did not. Didn't short this one, but you see here now we're down, back down, and we touched, just around this 47 level, 4,200, 4,285. So quite a pullback here, but we're hitting there. We're sitting here right at 48.55. Below the 20, can it pull back up? Possibly, but we've got some work to do. So right now, SHIB is bearish for the most part. Continue to trend downwards. So be careful of the cryptos right now. We do have consolidation, but you need to see a move to tell us what direction we want to go. As far as others, you got our short list for tomorrow, and it is Friday tomorrow, so be safe out there. Lock in your profits for the week if you haven't. And have a great weekend. And remember, Fridays are lighter volume days, so things might just kind of sit flat or grind higher, but you never know with all the stuff going on. So be careful out there. And everybody have a great night.